WOCA.
Ocala.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from.
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. It is time for Veterans News, and Hank Whittier is in the studio. Good morning, Hank.
Hey, good morning, everybody. We're Happy New Year, right?
Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's a Happy New Year.
Yeah, haven't seen you since 2012.
It's a good year, Donald. Donald and I and Robert all had a mission yesterday, and it went well, right, Donald?
Yes. Is he now officially our tunnel rat?
But he hasn't learned it. It's still the mic's over here and he's talking over there. Nothing will change, you know.
But he's still a tunnel rat.
Business as usual, huh?
I've been a target for a long time.
Yes, you have been, and you'll remain a target.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
One of these days I will fire back.
Yeah, well,
But you
go
know
for
that,
it.
you got to watch why you say
Yeah,
that.
well, you know what? You probably shoot blanks anyway. I'm not concerned.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
Hey, Joseph. Happy New Year, Joseph. Good to see you. All right, guys. Hey, listen, Happy New Year. Glad you're back with us again for a new year.
Proud to be here.
A lot of guests coming in January, next week and the following weeks. But this week, you stuck with us. Stuck with us. Well, you got a phone call.
Well, Terry Brevard.
I'm not even off the track yet here, guys.
I know. I just want you to know Terry Brevard is waiting to speak.
Who is it?
Terry Brevard.
Oh, well,
Sure,
Terry, yeah, listen, go. This is our casualty list. Terry's on the phone, so he's got a couple of guys, unfortunately, a couple of police officers. Terry, how you doing, bud?
Yeah, I'm good, sir. And how about yourself?
We're doing good. Ready for a big change out there, huh?
Yeah, we're getting ready. Big changeover starting January the 8th.
Outstanding. All right, listen,
we're all
unfortunately,
looking
you got
forward to
some casualties. I was always hoping maybe the new year would start off without them, but I know you got some.
Yeah, you know, Hank, we're always hoping that we don't make this phone call. But
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, today we have 3 to go over.
Okay.
And they are as follows. Police Officer Andres McIntyre was with the San Antonio Police Department. His end of watch was December the 29th. He was with that agency for 1 year and 7 months. He was killed while responding to a call for services during a motor vehicle accident, and he is survived by his family, wife. And the second is Officer Chris Young. Chris is with the Prince William County Police Department out of Virginia. His end of watch was December the 31st of 2012. He was 35 years of age, spent 7 years with that agency. He was killed in a motorcycle accident while responding to a automobile accident. Chris was also a United States Marine Corps veteran, and he is survived by his wife and 3 children. The last we have is Detective Randall Shane Thomas, and Shane was with the Henderson County Sheriff's Office out of North Carolina. His end of watch was December the 28th. He was 47 years of age, and he died due to complications sustained from a training accident. He was, like I said, with that agency for 19 years, survived by his wife, 2 sons, 2 daughters, 1 grandson, and then his sisters and parents. So, unfortunate week for us.
All right, listen, stay safe.
Yes, sir, Will.
Bye, buddy.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I'll see you maybe next week sometime.
All righty.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
I don't think there are any firemen. There's no phone call, right? No. I don't believe there was, but
No.
we do have some troopers.
We do have some military personnel, sir.
I'll start off. Army casualty, Sergeant Enrique Mondragon, 23 of Colony, Texas, and he was assigned to the Headquarters and Headquarters Detachment, 173rd Special Troops Battalion out of 173rd Airborne Brigade Combat Team from Bamberg, Germany.
We also have a local hero, PFC Marky T. Sims, 20 of Citro, Florida, died December 29th. He was assigned to the 38th Engineer Company, 4th Striker Brigade Combat Team, 2nd Infantry Division under the control of the 7th Infantry Division, Joint Base Lewis McCord, Washington. His funeral service will be held at 1 p.m. at the United Baptist Church in Reddick. Sims even played football at North Marion High School and later graduated from the Marion Technical Institute in 2011.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll pick up with a gentleman who really has no preference to anybody other than his name, General Norman Schwarzkopf, better known as Stormin' Norman to most of us that was of knowledge of him and his exploits into Vietnam, just recently passed away. He was, in 1966, he volunteered for Vietnam and served 2 tours. First as a U.S. advisor to South Vietnamese paratroopers, and later as a battalion commander in the U.S. Army's American Division. He earned 3 Silver Stars of Valor, including 1 for saving troops from a minefield, plus a Bronze Star, a Purple Heart, and 3 Distinguished Service Medals. Stormin' Norman, he was a fantastic individual from what I could tell myself, and he was a gentle bear. That's the best way to describe that man. He just had a very fiery temper.
Okay. Anybody local? Yeah. I assume a lot of us are going up to the funeral Saturday. At least we're going to try to make it. There's a couple of conflicts. Hopefully we can all get up there and pay our respects to that family and that soldier. And the Sims, big family here in Marion County anyway, so those things strike close to home. In this case, very close to home. So, any case, anybody have anybody else local they want to mention? Passed on? No. All right, Larry, if you would, please.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already gone. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us
Nobody would like Patton.
All right, we're back. Surprisingly so, huh? Hey, a couple of guys just watched. Steve Wigington is here. Hey, Stephen.
Good morning.
And Wigington Vendors. You paint dump trucks and.
Non-profit organization.
That's right. Well, all our business adventures are.
intended to be.
Yeah.
We're
Let's.
going to change
No.
our name after taxes. We're going to go from Wigington Vending to Empty Pocket.
Can you hear him?
That's-
Can they hear him?
Not much. No,
Yeah.
no, it's
See,
kind of
that's what
hard.
this is for. It's called a microphone.
Hello?
It just doesn't reach all the way. That's
I tried to reach it.
It's probably good to keep them on a short cord anyway, so it's kind of a play on the show. Anyway,
I'm Dan Murphy.
Dan
Summer
Murphy.
Glen.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you guys did a great. I told JD already. You guys did an outstanding job this year, as you do every year, in helping vets out. We really appreciate it. So
Well,
pass
It's
it
a
along to the
great,
troops.
Great cause. It's
Yeah.
something that we really enjoy doing. It's a pleasure doing, and it goes to a great organization as yours.
Well, we appreciate that. You should have been down here to watch everybody's face. They were all kind of overwhelmed by it all. Yeah, they really were. I mean, they were impressed, and I got a lot of phone calls, which really you guys should get. Just thanking you all.
We
So
got some more money for you coming
we appreciate it.
when
Really.
you need it.
Fantastic.
So
All right.
shoot 'em up.
Well, always needed. Now, I tell people the story all the time. People are just as hungry in February
Sure,
as they are
absolutely.
in December.
Absolutely. Yep.
In any case, I know you guys have lots of things to talk about in terms of events coming up, right? I can see John's half asleep over here. You checking your notes, John? Either that or you're nodding off on me. I'm not sure what you're doing over there.
We have to be awake.
No, not for this show, you
Not
don't.
on the radio
The listening
show.
audience isn't. So.
As long as we don't snore, right? That's what Curly told me.
Yeah,
Don't
they think
snore. It's a giveaway.
Yeah, I think it's one of Larry's better shows. What do you got, John? You got spaghetti dinners and giveaways.
We can do our
and
regular announcements
something or
for
other.
40.
You brought a lot of food in from the
493, yep.
VFW yesterday.
Yeah,
we appreciate
We
it.
got some from them, and then also the Eagles over in Bellevue did a whole bunch of stuff for us. So we thank all those people that continue to do that. Over at Candler, VFW Post 4493, we remind everybody that we have spaghetti on Wednesday.
Is it thin spaghetti or regular spaghetti, John?
It's regular spaghetti.
Springless, okay.
The regular spaghetti.
The regular spaghetti. I'm just trying to clarify.
Yeah, just trying to,
Dan Murphy likes the thin spaghetti.
He likes the thin spaghetti. Okay. Well, if he comes over, we might make thin spaghetti.
Yeah.
We might.
For Dan. You're
Yeah,
doing
just
it.
for Dan.
Yeah.
So we do that on Wednesday from 4:30 to about 6:30, and on Friday we do fish, same time, same place. So if you want a good meal, come on over and join us. Want to remind everybody that this weekend is the quarterly memorial at the park at 10 a.m. and we invite everybody to go there, and then we'll be going over to the funeral after that, and also at 4493, probably going to come back from the funeral or so, you can go over to 4493 to Men's Auxiliary, have their monthly barbecue. So that's basically what's going on at the BFW. In American Legion, we have bingo Wednesdays and Saturdays, and that's where we get all that money to help veterans and do work in our community. So our early birds start at 5:15, and we usually get out of there about 10 o'clock. So if you're in the neighborhood, please stop over and see us.
Yeah, and we appreciate it because I know you have other folks that you help out, but that food and all that stuff comes in handy. Really appreciate it. Curly, you got anything coming up? I know you're back on track, right?
Oh, yeah, we're back on track. But first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for their cards and their letters and their food and their condolences and everything like that from a recent passing of my mother. I'm still getting cards and letters, and we're just so appreciative of all that they have done for everything that they've said and everything that they've, all the prayers and everything. Also, would like to let everybody know that we're back on track for the monthly fish fries, because on the 26th, we're going to have our monthly fish fry out at the location at 3041 Northwest Old Gainesville Road. And this time, I'm quite sure we're going to have some sweet potato pie. So if Hank, you need to get your ticket in and make sure that you are there in line, because they don't last very long, because the ladies from Georgia know how to make them. So we're going to make sure that you get your ticket in hand, so that you make sure that you get you one, the big one, because the small ones, they definitely don't last long. And also like to remind everybody that on the 5th, just like John has said, that we're having our quarterly memorial, and I'll be there to give the welcome along with everybody else. And if you're there and you do not hear your veteran who has passed, please let us know so that we can give him a ringing of the bell and mention his name, also his date of death, and also his branch of service. We ask that you be there so that if you don't hear it, we can give him his proper honors, please. We also would like everybody to know that on Wednesday, we're starting back up with our monthly, or actually our weekly meetings, and then on the 10th, which is the second Thursday, we're back to having our monthly VFW 7193's monthly meeting. So come one, come all. And then on the third Thursday, we're back to having our monthly meeting of the Veterans Council. And we're asking everybody to be there for that. It starts at 10:30 sharp. After we leave here on that Thursday morning, we're going directly from here, directly to the public library, and we're having our monthly meeting there. And we're asking all veterans and interested parties to come down and be a part of our Veterans Council. We're interested in having everybody there so that we can disseminate all the veterans and all the veterans activities, so that everybody won't be on one end of the county, everybody will be in the middle, and everybody won't be doing different things on different parts of the county. We like for everybody to, come and find out what's going on, so that everybody can help everybody else to do what we do. Other than that, everything is back to normal, Hank. We've done everything we can do, and now everything's back to normal.
Holidays are out of the way.
Wish
Yep.
everybody would have a happy and a prosperous New Year.
Good, and we will. And it's going to be good for everybody, except for Robert Wood, who,
Hey,
Have you had a good year in the last 10 years, Robert?
a couple of times.
Once or twice,
couple
but
of
not the whole year.
No,
No.
never a couple of, more than a couple.
You and Dan Murphy have a lot in common,
I won't even go to that one, I'm sorry. Remind everyone, the Happy Days single dances at American Legion Post 347 in Lady Lake is back in. Sunday, January the 13th, they'll have a group called Music by the Blues in Boogie. It's blues 50s and 60s and country. It's social hours in between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. with the dance at 7 to 10. A donation of $10. They will also, on February 17th, have the Sugar Bear Band, a variety 50 and 60 music. And on March the 3rd, Automatic with Amy and Henry. Any questions, you can call Ron at 352-307-7873.
There you go. And they do a good dance down there. John goes down there all the time. Don't you do the poker and everything down there, John? Yeah, I saw you dance a couple of times. It's not a pretty
Your
sight.
wife is going to get upset.
Commander
It's not pretty. It's not a pretty sight. No. Do a lot of damage crashing into those chairs and everything.
That's why we go.
Yeah. But listen, go down there, and again, they're one of our big sponsors. They're Ron Jones and those guys really help us out. And it's a good time, and you can get food while you're there. And now you can't bring in your own bottle; they don't allow that. That's you're not supposed to. But that's a state law. You're not supposed to be doing that. So, well, the dance is good, the music is good. So take a gander down there this week. No, next week. I'm sorry.
Next week, January 13th.
Yeah, at the American Legion Post. Very good.
There
you been
go.
down there? That's a big post.
I've never been
Yeah, that's
there.
a big post. We ought to go down and dance. You want to dance with me?
No, thank you.
I'll take the lead.
No, that's all right. You always take the lead. That's no problem.
So you have that.
That's
I
another
know how
not
to
pretty
dance.
sight, right?
Tango. I like
not.
the tango.
Not a pretty sight.
No, nothing I do is pretty anymore. It never was, for that matter.
Remember, we've got an installation there for you with Roberts.
Yeah,
Set
you.
aside-
Well, see, now that you brought up Robert, you might. Good.
Roberts
Finish it off. Finish off that thought.
Cemeteries.
Now, what do they do?
They make sure that you get taken care of at your hour of need and your family's hour
Someone
of need.
needs to take
and
care of
worship.
me.
Yeah, somebody needs to. We've already heard from Vivian. She's
Yeah,
ready
she don't want any
to
part of
sign
that.
the dotted
She
line
don't
on
want part
you.
of that stuff. Yeah.
But,
Put Don in charge of it. Don's in charge.
Don
of all
would
that.
be a good
Yeah,
one.
Put Don in charge.
But I'm going to start calling him our tunnel rat.
Yeah. Oh, Dawn yesterday?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But you got, besides Roberts, funeral home and cemeteries and do good things for good people.
And they've been around for over 100 years in our community, serving everyone and taking care of them to the best of
they
their
take good care of
ability.
you. Take
They're
good care.
very good with military personnel in their crisis, and they make sure that all the paperwork is filled out correctly.
There you go. And who else now? Come
And
on,
then
give it some thought.
only one left, which is Ocala, Ford, and Lincoln.
All right. You've been
Okay.
practicing, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
He didn't mention Mercury at all, right?
He was thinking it, though. He was thinking it.
Don's the only one that worries about a Mercury.
No, he is looking for one.
Yeah, I know. He's looking for one. We're trying to find him a good one.
Yeah, right when I get ready to like something good,
They do away with it.
Marquee,
Yeah.
they stop making them.
But you got Ford, Lincoln of Ocala, and they're also down in Bellevue. And they're going to be having the showroom open hopefully in the spring area.
Yeah, the spring
time.
sometime. Yeah, not that long off.
So if you would like to have a new car, go out and talk to them. Go and talk to Steve Holosi and Tom, and they'll be more than happy to talk to you and work you into a good car.
They got a lot of used cars out there and trucks, so
And can
good
service
service
your
department.
existing.
So, you're doing better all the time. Practice makes perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. Always.
you wanna
I have
talk
to
about-
be around you.
Well, you're up to the challenge.
I'm trying to.
Now, Dawn was with us yesterday. I know that was an adventure.
Yeah, that was definitely always a good time.
Did you find him another trailer with no walls?
We did. Well, Dawn likes to go under the trailers.
That's how he got his nickname Tunnel Rat right now.
We were doing a home inspection yesterday for a young lady. As you know, I won't give a lot of details because it's not signed, sealed, and delivered, but we're working with another agency, kind of teaming up to help find veterans homes, not to rent, but to buy at very reduced cost, and if they qualify. So it's a new program, and we're working with another agency. So yesterday was our first attempt to get this lady into the house, so we had to do a home inspection a little bit. And we were all down there. My part is the demolition part. The rest of them know how to fix things. And so Don's mission was to go under the trailer and check it out.
He got
And
a
he gave
sign
it, he
that-
gave it a
He
thumbs
came
up.
back. He came back.
Well, it took
I
him
thought he'd be living
an hour
there
and a half
for a
later.
while,
He
right?
came back.
Did you get your flashlight back?
I didn't give him a flashlight.
Oh, okay.
He had a box of matches.
And that's all that we can afford.
That's right. Yeah, money is tight, guys.
Right.
Now that was a good. You can talk about it a little bit if you want, but Robert. But
It was
worthwhile.
It was
I enjoyed
worthwhile.
It, yeah.
The man and lady that's involved, very attuned to trying to get a new place to live, trying to find a place to live at all, and super nice little kids, and we hope that everything works out
Yeah,
for them.
I think it
and,
will. It's nothing signed off on yet. They're still negotiating price a little bit. They do sweat equity and all that stuff, but they were looking for another agency like us, and to kind of team up with to help. Two things. One, help screen the veterans, and we're doing that, but also do some of the minor repairs, and we can do that kind of stuff. So we'll see. We still have to kind of sign the dotted line, but
no more.
the lady was
kitchen-
so excited.
No
I
more
was-
kitchen disposal units.
No. Not with Don, anyway. But anyway, it's a good feeling because this family was homeless just a few months ago. So now they're living in an apartment thanks to another program the VA has. But this would give them home ownership, and I think it's going to happen.
We hope
so,
that
yeah.
they succeed in it, and if that's what they would like to do,
Yep.
and it meets their criteria.
And Don's on call. I told him I put Don's number down. He's on call. Anytime they need anything fixed, just call Don.
Well, we'll gladly help if we can.
Yeah, and we will. It was in good shape too, so it's just minor repairs. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that's the first of many. All right, you want to take a break? We'll come back. Dan, you got something you want to talk about?
No, not
Nothing.
really. Just wanted to stop in and say hello.
Say hello and
See how everything's going.
It's going well, actually, but we're going to take a break, hang around a little bit, and we'll come back and harass you a little bit more.
All right.
You're in the Air Force?
No, Navy, Seabees.
We won't hold that against you. We won't hold that against you.
Yeah, you will, actually. Yeah.
There's a reason they call him the mob.
So, is that right? All right. Listen, take a break, lad. We'll come back. We'll talk to Mr. Murphy over here a little bit and see where we go from there.
All right, we'll be right back.
Life's journey has many ups and downs, but you can take comfort in the knowledge that Robert's Funeral Home is here to serve you and your family with loving care and dignity. The Roberts family has been providing their caring services since 1898 and offer traditional, custom, cremation, and veteran services. Pre-made arrangements are also available. Roberts Funeral Homes. Great funeral homes serve great people.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source, 1370 a.m. and the new 96.7 FM.
Well, another year has come and gone, and this year there's some, let's call them fresh opportunities at Ford Lincoln of Ocala. Start with America's freshest lineup and add in nothing short of Ford's MP Genius. 7 models EPA rated at 40 miles per gallon highway or better, so you can, well, go further. Not to mention Ford beats Toyota in fuel economy ratings in every segment where they both compete. All right, Ford has you covered at the pump. Now let's talk about how Ford Lincoln of Ocala has you covered on the price. Besides Ford Lincoln of Ocala's exclusive low price guarantee, they're sweetening that up even more by picking up your first 3 payments. You heard it, Ford Lincoln of Ocala will pick up your first 3 payments on select new 2013 Fords. How fresh is that? Freshen up your new year by a visit to Ford Lincoln of Ocala, test drive America's best-selling vehicles, and let us pick up your first 3 payments on your new Ford during their America's Freshest Lineup sale. Well, what are you waiting for? Nothing stays fresh forever. Head to Ford Lincoln of Ocala now or point and click your way to freshness at FordLincolnofOcala.com.
They've served our country. They've kept us free. And they need your help.
We're sitting in Veterans Park. You can't sit here not realizing that you're surrounded by heroes. There are a lot of heroes in our community. A lot of heroes, unfortunately, are not in good financial shape. They're hurting both physically and financially. We step in and help directly. Our role is to reach out to them. We're there to help the veteran. We do counseling. We do outreach. Sometimes it's just coming into the office and sitting down and saying, hey, I've got a problem, and you're talking to another veteran who understands that problem.
Everybody who works for the Vets Helping Vets are awesome, and they are so kind to everybody. They're like my second family. They really are.
They have been there during the holidays. I have gotten unexpected visits, assistance.
Vets Helping Vets of Marion County needs your help. Call today, 352-433-2320, and pledge your support to Vets Helping Vets of Marion County.
It really has been a blessing.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
All right, 27 minutes before 10 o'clock. Hank Whittier is not in the studio. Robert Wood, I guess it's on you now.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, Hank had to step away for just a little bit. And anyway, we've got a phone call.
You do have a phone call? Good morning.
Fantastic. We'll try to answer it.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Certainly my heart goes out to the family of the soldier that was killed in Afghanistan out in Central. But I had a question. According to the newspaper, his wife is pregnant. What benefits would his wife be eligible for, and I guess the child after birth? I'll hang up and listen to your answer off the air. But once again, my condolences go out to the family. I hope we hurry up and get her out of Afghanistan. I think we don't need to be in there any longer. Have a good one.
Thank you very much for calling in, sir.
Yeah.
And I'm going to answer it this way. The wife will be involved as a normal spouse of a military veteran, and the child would receive the same benefits as under normal circumstances. I am not up on all of that as much as the service officers should be and are. So they would need to contact the service officers and try to glean that information. That was in regards to the Sims passing and what benefits the wife and child would receive. And standard.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But that's just standard policies and procedures.
All right. Sounds good to me. I don't know where you've been, what you've done. You've done the...
Not a bunch.
Is he still on the line?
No, he's got off. I was just fixing to...
Oh, Lenny, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what they actually qualified. It's...
They need to get in contact with
service officer.
Well, yeah, but you know, normally in a case like
support, yeah,
from
they're
the
getting
Department
active
of
duty
Defense
support,
and U.S.
yeah.
Army, in that case, I mean, I'm sure. But if they have any questions, they ought to call the service office, or better yet, call their congressional office. Yeah. You did the. You tell them who made this all possible?
Not yet.
Well, let me do something.
Just coming back in
first. I know, but I thought you'd have this all done by now.
Well, I figured John was going to talk to me and tell me about them.
Throw John under the bus right away.
Throw John under the bus.
You were talking about a couple of events earlier, but the VFW 4209 is still doing their fish fry on Friday. And in addition to fish, I think they have another dish. It usually varies a little bit, chicken or sometimes beef. But so that's Friday. I think they start at 4:30. They're on 36th Avenue, and that's
where the military tank is.
Where the big tank is. I still don't know what kind of tank that is. If it's an Abrams or what it is, I don't think
it's
what
a tank.
It is. It's a tank. I don't know. I was on foot all the time, so I don't know. But anyway, they're good people. They do a lot for the veteran community, too. So go down there and buy a dinner. I think it's reasonable, and it's good. That's the main thing. The other thing, listen, let me tell you, losing a couple of people this week who served us, I think, pretty well. Tolles Bigelow is retiring. Tolles is with the Sheriff's Department, 50-plus years of law enforcement. Wow. Yeah, 50 years. Yeah, Tolles is 73. I'm glad to say that. He's older than us, and most of us, John. But Tolles is an interesting character, U.S. Air Force veteran, just a good guy. And then after 50 years, he's finally decided to hang it up. So we're going to miss Tolles. The other guy out there, and I served on his advisory board this year, that's how I know a lot of the guys we've been talking to from the Sheriff's Department, is Ed Dean, the sheriff. Ed's hanging it up, too, after 14 years. So I think Monday is his last day, and then Chris comes in and takes over Tuesday. But Ed has done a hell of a good job for us, and we're going to miss him. He's done a lot of things for veterans. We work well with the Sheriff's Department at our office and call each other when we need help from time to time. So, and Ed's been a good leader in this community and has done a lot for this community. And having that Sheriff's Department do a lot of things that I didn't even know they were doing until I got on that advisory board. And we ought to be proud of that Sheriff's Department. They do a good job. Lastly, I got to comment a little bit before we get into too much about that letter that Alan Grayson wrote last week about Cliff Stearns. You know, kind of an unusual letter for Christmas week. Very critical, very personal attack on Cliff. I know Alan Grayson pretty well. I personally get along with him, but that letter I think was out of it just was uncalled for. I don't know what it was a real. Did you guys read that? Anyway, it was a real personal attack on Cliff, not just him personally, but what he did professionally. I have to disagree. I've known Cliff a long time and know what he's done for veterans, and has done a lot in this community for veterans, including the new bed tower in Gainesville that was largely responsible because of Cliff got the money to build it. A lot of things. This clinic upstairs here in the Cascades, Cliff was instrumental in bringing to us. So was the one in the Villages. And every time I went to him or his office about veteran-related problems, Cliff Stearns made an attempt to solve it. Sometimes you're not successful at everything, but I think he's done a pretty damn good job. I'm a little disappointed in Alan and that attack. Another time, another place. maybe that's the kind of thing you might say privately, but an open letter and the manner in which it came, I thought it was uncalled for. So sorry to see Cliff move on. He's moving on as well. He was defeated this last term, but he served this county and this district pretty well for 24 years, and sorry to see him go. All right, guys, you got, you want to do the Ford thing again, or you want to talk, let's do the...
Well, the Ford thing's always on our mind.
Well,
He's always back there.
He's
helping
putting a
out
car
with
down there at the
cars
golf
and everything.
tournament, isn't he?
And I understand he's going to be putting a car up if you
Yeah,
get
I
a
don't know
hole
what
in
kind
one.
of car, yeah.
You know, and speaking of hole in one, we're talking about our golf tournament coming up February 16th. Don't forget to sign up ASAP. That means as soon as possible. February 16th is right around the corner.
How do they sign up, Joseph?
Easily, you can come here, or you can see you if you like. We have the forms. We need a lot of foursomes, so bring them on.
Yeah, we got some already, and we've got some sponsorships left. But you can talk a little bit about.
Sure, it's only $60 a head, and it's for playing golf. Plain and simple. You get a golf cart, so you don't have to walk the course. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And you get fed by Sonny's Barbecue, and it's going to be at Spruce Creek. We don't know which one yet. That's still there, but we will be at a course.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Yes, Robert.
Sometimes you said, or at some point you said, play golf.
We'll be occupying the course. Definitely, yes. Occupying the course.
Murphy back here does a big golf tournament. We play a little bit poorer than they do.
A little bit poor.
Yeah.
Don't pick on the CB. Okay.
Yeah, our level is a little bit, not quite up there. I've seen those guys.
It's not
play
up to
down
par.
there. I hear you. I wasn't going to go there, but
sorry.
But anyways, so that's February 16th.
February 16th.
What time does it start?
8 in the morning.
8 in the morning.
8 in the morning,
Get
sharp.
up early, have a little coffee. A lot of prizes to give away. You got a lot.
Oh, yes.
Of gifts.
Steve's out there knocking on the doors of
but we're still looking for foursomes, so sign up, get your teams ready, and
we need
come
whole
out.
sponsors also.
$60 per person, and you get all those freebies along with it.
And it all goes to the veterans, helping vets.
And 100% of it comes back to us to keep on doing what we're supposed to be doing, which we think we do well.
I like the way you say that we're supposed to be doing.
Well, I have my off days. I do have an off day.
You've got an attitude with it, We're supposed to be doing it, and a lot of people, why? And your attitude is because we're supposed to be, not because it's part of your blood kind of thing.
Well, you know what? I tell you, heroes shouldn't go to bed hungry. And in this county and around the world, they do, and that's not right. That's not right. So when we have a chance to do something about it, we're going to do something about it. Yep. And in this case, because of generosity of Spruce Creek and people like that, and people like Summer Glen and WOCA and a lot of other VFWs and American
and the list
Legions.
goes on and on.
It goes on and on. But that's what makes it all possible. We try to make sure that veterans don't go to bed hungry, and a few other things along the way. So
it's not just that's just the tip of the iceberg.
But anyway, we appreciate it. So I'm looking forward to playing. Am I on your foursome this year? Or?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm only playing 9 holes, so it's okay.
Yeah. You play the first 9 up.
First
the last
9, that's what I'm going to sit back at the table.
I quit last year to about, 10 or 11. I said enough.
Well, after you hit 72, you're supposed to stop playing, right?
A little bit more than 72, yeah.
No, I mean the first 9 holes.
I thought you were talking about houses you hit.
Well, yes. Oh, we already warned them. The insurance people love us. The insurance people love us.
You got one of the Spruce Creek homeowners call and say, please don't come or something.
We do have a phone call. You want to get it?
Oh, go ahead. It's for you.
Sure, go ahead.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Sonny.
Gentlemen, thank you.
You're starting off the year right, Sonny. You butter us up a little bit. Come on, kiss up.
I have to say this. This guy, Grayson, is a disgrace to the nation every time he gets his face in front of a camera or opens his mouth.
Are we talking about golf here?
Huh?
How do we go from golf to Grayson? Wait a minute.
It's on his mind. It's on Sonny's.
Well,
it's on your mind, Sonny. I'm sorry.
I couldn't get in on the time when you guys were talking about it. I just...
that's okay. Hey, Sonny, you know what? He's a strange guy. He's smart. He's articulate. And I've met him a couple of times, and honestly, when you go to face with him, he's okay. But then he comes out with these bombs every once in a while.
Well, I think he's in competition with that Schultz,
Yeah, I don't know who he's in competition
Schultz,
with.
I call it Debbie Wasserfraser Scheiss. And I think they're in competition to see who could scrape the bottom of the barrel the best.
Well, he was out of line on that one. I tell you, we've all known Cliff for a long time.
Just hold back.
Anyway, Listen, I agree with you, and I just can't make heads or tails out of him. And as I say, and he
must be a regular Dr. Jekyll and
he
Mr.
is,
Hyde.
and that's what he is. You just don't know what you're going to get, and he just comes out with these. As I say, she starts tossing these bombs in certain directions.
Well, he's not doing America any
yeah. Well, that letter didn't do anybody any good, and particularly it didn't do him any good. So. Anyway, hey, listen, Sonny, have a good New Year, buddy, and
Happy New Year.
keep sailing, right?
Guys, and let's look upward and forward.
Yeah, keep those bilge pumps handy, man.
You're not kidding, boy.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, Sonny.
Talk to you now. Be good. Well, Dan Murphy's here. Dan's an old CB.
Yeah.
Emphasis on old, right?
Feel the love back there?
Want to give Dan a mic? You can fight back, Dan. It's okay.
Dan, you're going to have to come forward. That line's not quite long enough.
Just take it apart. It's okay.
Dan.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Dan, well, I forgot when you served. When did you serve?
I was in 64 to 67.
Okay.
And just a pleasure working with the organization that we have out in Summer Glen and all the other organizations that surround us. It's just a great community, great Marion County, and all the vets that come out to play, and the ones that aren't even vets, they come out and play, and it's just a real pleasure giving back. And I just can't say enough about this radio station and Hank and everybody involved. It's just one great family. Back to you.
All right, bud. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyway.
Boy, man, a few words, short, to the point.
To the point.
Tell you what.
Yeah, and they're already planning. They just finished their golf tournament in November. They're already planning for the next one.
So they're going to come to ours now on the 16th.
They're the guys that really know how to play.
They really know.
Which end of the golf club to hold, that kind of. They know all the basic
stuff. They know all
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
They even have the clubs.
Yeah, probably.
They're not plastic.
Yeah, and they have actual golf shoes. Sneakers. Is that what you're saying?
That Louisville Slugger I bought last year wasn't I guess standard equipment. Huh?
Okay.
And you got one coming up too, right?
Oh yeah, that's going to be on March the 5th. But we're going to be at Pine Oaks.
There you go.
At golf course, and I will start at 8:00 also.
There you go.
And it's going to be a four-man team, and it is $260 per player and all of that there. But I like what he just got through saying about being a family.
Yeah.
Because family at a time like that, we just suffered. That meant more to me than anything. And like I said before, the family, when everybody gathers around and holds your hand and tell you it's going to be all right and all of that, that means a lot. And like you just got to saying, it's that family thing, that family atmosphere, and everybody's trying to pool and everybody's trying to help one another and do things, and that's what it's all about. And like you say, we all try to give something. We all try to give something back to this wonderful community. And Marion County is one of those communities that really try to give something back. Because we never forgot. We never will forget that freedom is, though it's spelled Freedom, freedom is not free. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of message that family needs to get in Reddick Saturday. That can't do much other share their loss and tell them everything's going to be okay.
It is, yeah.
And their son and they belong to the same family.
Right.
All right. Okay. You have, and do you want to talk a little bit about Ford? I mean, they're keeping the lights on, right?
You're correct.
Right. I think the lights are still on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ocala Ford and Lincoln.
We got power.
Ocala Ford and Lincoln. And they're also in Bellevue. Their new store is going to be hopefully finished in the spring, very first part.
Are you
going
to be doing a live from there? I assume.
Don't know yet.
Yeah, I assume you guys are. I don't know, but I assume you are.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Anyway, Tom's probably working on that as we speak, right?
Knowing Tom, he sure
hire
is.
us to go over there. I'd be happy to.
I'll
do a live.
Well, the dead draws flies.
As long as it draws customers, we don't care.
We're on a live performance from
Tom even
downtown
promised a
Bellevue.
balloon to you.
Yeah, well, balloon and a hot dog.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the hot dog.
And of course, I don't eat meat products, so I guess I get the bun, right?
But if you're interested in a vehicle, go in and see Tom or Steve Pelosi or any of the sales representatives there. And if your car needs servicing.
I trashed Steve. I tried to embarrass Steve last week. I thought, all this talk about he's a great chef, a great cook, all this other stuff come out. I have yet to get anything out of Steve other than a hot dog. I don't think that's the...
No.
But, did you get any meals out of him?
I will not comment on
that. And who else? Go ahead.
And then we've got Robertson's Funeral Home and Cemeteries of Ocala area, Marion County. They've been in existence for over 100 years, serving the needs of Marion County and the people there, and being able to assist them in their hour of need.
There you go. I'll tell you what, Robert, you're becoming a pro, man.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Right.
I'm going to the bank right after this. I'll get you something.
I was
I'll make
waiting
a little
for the
withdrawal
knife to hit
for
my
you.
back.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget Sunday, the January 13th, the music by Blues and Boogie down there at the American Legion Post in Lady Lake. And if you want some more information, it's a dance and some food. And if you want some more information, you call Ron at 352-307-7873. That's a good time, and the proceeds go to charities, and, you know, we're part of the recipients of that. And they've been very, very good to us, and we appreciate it. And, again, all these folks who have events coming up, remember, it's not for them. They don't pocket the money. It's for, you know, it's for us, the Vets Helping Vets, or it's for other groups in town. A lot of groups, a lot of charities that these veterans organizations support. So you're spending it for a good time and a good cause, or good food. But that money is going to help our community, and that's really what it's all about. So it's that brotherhood that we were talking about earlier, and helping each other out a little bit. And the veterans groups always step up and help out where they can. We got time for a little trivia this morning.
You want to play?
I'll play a little trivia. I tell you, I finally remembered. You know, Pete gave me a gift card from
Chick-fil-A.
What were you on? You got to think about it. Good. You want?
No, I was just
read the
asking.
card. Where's it from?
It's from Chick-fil-A.
There you go.
Hey, with the cows on it, you can't
With the cows,
help
you
but
can't
see
help.
it.
Yeah. And it's for. Let me see. It's for. How much
Cows
is it for?
behind it.
Larry, you going to get your clock fixed this year?
Yeah,
Come on, spend the bucks, Joe. Man, let them fix the clock, will you?
Just look right on the monitor. It's
I'm
right
looking
there in
at- I
front
know,
of you.
But I always look up at that clock. It's for
$9.50.
$25. Chick-fil-A. Good food. Good people. Hold up family values, which I enjoy. I appreciate.
Never open on Sunday.
Yeah, they never open on Sunday, and
Never,
they're
never.
really about family, and they're good people. The food is good out there.
All
I
right.
go out there. Don and I went out there a couple of weeks ago. Like the food. Good service. They come around asking you how everything was. They treat you well. Chick-fil-A. So anyway, well, if you get on the line with us and play a little trivia,
And we're not going to ask the question.
You can win possibly $25 Chick-fil-A card.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Hank, if they won before, can they win now again or not?
I think they got to wait a little while.
Wait, 30
Yeah,
days
like
or so?
30 days, something
30-day
like that. I
wait.
don't know.
Okay,
I
well,
lose
that makes
track of how
sense.
many, I mean, you can't have everybody winning all the time.
Same person.
Kathy likes to win all the time.
Well, yeah, sure. 'Cause she has all the answers.
Well, she doesn't have the answers.
Google.
Pete
She
helped her
She
out.
lost.
Yeah.
She
No,
lost the
no.
answer last week.
That was-
week before last
well,
No,
week.
you weren't here. We were trashing her too. And Pete came to the rescue.
We
I feel the love.
Yeah. So you know, but you got to
love.
call. What's the number they call in on, Larry?
Same thing. We call the WOCA Climate Control Source Hotline, which is 622-9622 if you want to play Hank's game.
There
You don't
you
want
go.
to play,
Play
my-
Hank's
but
game.
play the WOCA game.
Hank's game. Larry, that's. Oh.
No, you don't want to go there, Larry.
No, don't go there. So you have a question for someone?
Well, I have a question, but I never ask the question anymore. I have the question after you call in. We changed
so
the
just
format.
boy, I missed 1 week and look at this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Joe, this has been going on for about a year now.
More than 1 week.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Maybe no one wants to
Haven't
play
paid
with me.
attention to
See,
what
no
you're
one wants to play with me today.
Oh, so you have to call in now.
You have to call in first.
And then the question.
And then
is
you give them what, 10
Yeah.
seconds, 20 seconds to
Well, I
answer?
give them a little bit of time, not a long
And
time.
sometimes even give them some hints.
Yeah, I've been good at the hints
too.
lately.
No, you know-
but, you know, the,
Hints of what the
Curly-
answer is.
the
The mic's
holidays
up there. You
are
got to
over.
put it towards your face. There you go. Thank you, Curly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
He can
Okay,
now.
so you
We're-
hear
and
me
we're
fine.
running out of
It's no
time, so
problem.
you better
I have a lot of problems. Thank you.
You're going to call
That's
in.
just
No,
one of the many.
now, most people like the new format. They tell me they like,
Yeah,
Google.
that doesn't give them time to
Doesn't
Google. So that's,
Google this.
But if no one wants that $25, I'll go out to Chick-fil-A.
Well, you know,
take me
Chick-fil-A is
with you,
going to be
Hank.
near
Yeah,
the new
Curly and I.
WOCA
Let me get my
commissary.
granddaughter because she loves Chick-fil-A. We'll go
We'll
together.
all go together. So
Yeah.
my little daughter likes it
My
too.
granddaughter, she loves chicken.
As Larry says,
And where are you going in
it's
pretty
gonna,
soon?
It's going to be our new
That's not my list
WOCA
for-
commissary. Has Chick-fil-A in it.
Where is that?
That's at the Paddock Mall. And hopefully in about a month.
That's right. You're
a
right
little-
across the food court
Right
from
across
them.
the
Yeah.
No, the WOCA commissary now it's going to be
Yeah,
called.
I like that.
That's right. Yeah.
So we get some freebies, do we?
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope we're going to hit them up for all supports for the vets, helping vets. Oh, yes, definitely. And I don't see a problem. I think they're
And what do we think we're going in there? You probably
about
have
a month and a half,
You have a
hopefully.
dressing room for the stars and everything. You know.
If we have any, yes. But you don't have one of those, so don't worry about that. But we have one just for you, and the name's on already, John.
John. Sort of like what we have
and,
now.
And it's a one door too. Yeah.
And I have the only key, do I?
Yeah, you'll have a key. No one else want to go in there after you.
An executive washroom.
And we have a special switch with the fan just for you. You have your own fan. Yes.
You've been practicing up in North Carolina, nothing else to do. You were snowed in.
I was relaxed.
Were you snowed in?
No, I
No
did
snow?
see some snow.
Did you
but
really?
Nothing
heavy.
substantial.
Yeah?
Nothing heavy.
No
And
heavy
whereabouts in Carolina were you?
just outside of Asheville.
Okay.
For those who
Biltmore, the Biltmore you went to?
the Biltmore House and all that. We drove
Went home
by
again,
there.
home for the holidays.
We drove by there. We stopped in the Habitat. They have a big Habitat store up there.
afford to stay there.
Yeah, no, the Habitat store.
No, we're looking forward to getting up to the mall.
Yes, we are.
No,
And,
honestly, it's
the glass has been put in. Believe it or not, so
people
there's a
can
window.
actually see us and everything.
12 foot wide, 5 foot high, and double doors, all glass. That was
We're
put in
actually
there.
better looking than people think we are.
I heard.
Yeah, we are. And they're
Get
gonna
it? I heard.
You heard that?
to see that. Dan Murphy will probably come in more often now.
Really?
Yeah, he
Well,
likes
see,
them all.
there's going to be one little change there. There's going to be an actual gatekeeper at the door, so you'll have to get by
Oh, we have
the
to have
gatekeeper.
you have to ID and all that.
ID, oh yeah,
fingerprint?
because of insurance and everything.
Oh,
no one
wow.
just can walk in anymore. It's going to be all
Really?
little bit-
And who are you
little
going to
change.
have gatekeeping?
Patsy.
Oh, Patsy's going to be the
And
gatekeeper.
she'll smile at you, and she'll still say no.
No, you can't come in.
And then you'll turn around and say thank you.
But wait a second. Hey,
Yes, sir.
I thought we had a $25 gift certificate.
Well, we did, but I don't think anybody's going to call in
Wait a
this
second,
one for
wait a
some
second, wait a
strange
second.
reason.
Is anybody out there? We talking about a $25 gift certificate to Chick-fil-A. Hey,
5 minutes.
They got a little bit less than 5 minutes.
Chick-fil-A every
I know, I
day.
be calling in all the time.
Listen to him.
Hey, come on now.
Yeah, you know.
All you got to
usually-
do is call in.
The Climate Control Source Hotline.
Thank you.
At
Because after all, we're
622-9622.
talking about Chick-fil-A now.
All right,
Oh,
you
we've
got
got
it.
You got somebody who wants to take a shot at it.
Good
huh?
morning. You're on the air.
An Army guy does not.
Oh, well, you don't qualify then.
Does not
What?
avoid a challenge.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Hey, this tank. First of all, I was a tank mechanic. Where is this tank that you don't know what kind it is? At 36th Street.
Well, yeah, 36. Yeah, it's on 36th Avenue. Yeah, you go north on 36th Avenue.
Is it right there at Mary Camp, where all them power lines are?
4805.
Yeah, go. It's north. It's north of Kmart. You know where Kmart is on 36th?
Yes.
All right, north of there, about a mile.
Okay.
You go past 35th.
All right, if I'm
And
in
just
that
keep on
area,
going north.
I'll
You
look
can't
at
miss
it.
about a mile, maybe a mile and a half on your right-hand side. And they got good food. The food is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't. Were you a tanker?
I was a tank mechanic.
Oh, tank mechanic, armor, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I never rode any place. You know. I mean, really. And then, you know, on Liberty once in a while they get me
Hey,
off the
and
base.
this clock that Larry's been needing repairing, is it battery powered? Because I work on clocks.
You work on
Tanks and
clocks,
clocks,
too.
That's,
There you go.
that's a strange combination.
Yeah, clocks and tanks. Huh?
Yeah, well, but I work
like
on
that.
clocks.
Do you play golf?
No.
Oh, well, neither do we.
Would you like to learn?
You can,
I can hit a
You can
golf ball
join
at
us.
100 yards though with a rifle.
Yeah. All right, you want to play with us?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, listen, I want to know. We'll give it a North Carolina spin.
Okay, North Carolina spin.
I want to know the tallest mountain in North Carolina.
Oh, that's easy.
That's easy.
I know that one even.
Yeah,
I've
even
been there.
listen. Now you
Many
don't want a
times.
Navy guy to beat you, do you?
No, but
I can give him a hint.
Give him a hint.
It's named after a doctor.
Oh, big hint. Big hint.
named after a doctor.
Big hint.
That is a big hint.
Why? How's that a big hint?
Because it's named after the doctor.
Oh, come on. Come on.
You give it all away.
It's the highest peak east of the Mississippi.
All right.
He's buried up
No.
there.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
It's not Mount.
When were you in the Army?
58 to 61.
And what were you an officer enlisted?
Ground. No, I was a ground pounder.
Ground pounder too? All right.
Yeah.
Ground
All right.
pounder.
No,
I like
no.
ground pounder.
Yeah.
No,
All right,
no.
well, here, we'll give him another one. What else can we say about North Carolina? Anything?
It's not Mount Pisgah. It's Mount. Starts with an M. How's that?
Mitchell.
You got it.
See that? A wild guess, huh?
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Did you just guess that name?
Well, I've heard of a Mount Mitchell. I go to North Carolina once in a while, but
That's where Joe's going to be buried, too.
Shoot my ashes all over the place.
Whoosh. That's the only part that we're burying is his ashes. You know what you got to do? What's your first name?
Dennis Morgan.
Dennis. Hey, Dennis, you know what you got to do now, right? You got to get a hold of Larry. Don't talk to Joe, because Joe will want to show you the mountain himself. All right?
Okay.
All right, you got $25 gift card from Chick-fil-A, so give Larry all your pertinent information.
Larry knows me.
Larry knows you, and
Larry, you know
Joe's.
him?
By the way, Joe's not doing anything for lunch today.
Having said that, do I still get the card?
Oh, that's right. Did you hear
I
Hank?
fix clocks. When I come by there, I'll look at it.
Okay.
Did you hear Hank? I'm free for lunch. You
are free.
Okay.
No, he's never free for anything.
No, it'll cost you to feed me.
All right, we're going to pass that over to Larry. Don.
There we go.
Don's doodling over here. Hey, listen, see, you take a wild guess, you get it. Yeah, I don't think anybody's not got it other than Kathy the last couple of weeks. Kathy's the only one that has failed the last few weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
But did you give her hints?
I didn't give her anything.
Did I guess right? I got the 25.
You got it. Yeah, you got it. It's yours.
Come on in and get it. You know where we are?
Yes, I do.
Now there's 7 of us in here. That $25 isn't going too far. I can tell you.
Yeah, that's right. I'll share. Hey, I was in the Army.
7 drinks. That's it.
Lean.
All right, Dennis. Hey, buddy.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, bud.
Thank you, bud.
That wasn't much of a hint you gave.
He got it though.
He got it, but you took the M was the only thing.
That's at Mount Mitchell. Well, instead of Mount Pisgah. So yeah, Mount Mitchell.
What are you talking about?
Well, there's 2 mountains right there. Mount Pisgah is another big mountain.
I know that.
Why? I took that
so
out of the
Mount
equation.
Washington, Mount whatever.
That's not North Carolina.
I know, you're right.
Hubba.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you tell him the hill number, he'd probably know it.
Yeah. The hill number, probably would know it if I give the hill
881,
number.
right? Everybody knows 881.
Thanks for putting up with me, Hank.
All right. Nice to talk to you again, Joe. Take another vacation. Hey, listen, we got to go. Guys, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you for your service, everybody, and God bless America.
Thank you.